So I noticed a lot, and when you were talking a lot about ranks. Now, I know in the IBDA, each rank has very specific requirements that you need to attain that rank.
Yes.
Is that the same throughout the Bujinkan?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay, can you
And that's, all ranks are not the same. In fact, in most all Bujinkan schools, if you compared them all, none of the ranks are the same. There's a beauty and a curse in that Hatsumi Sensei has never required, and I'm speaking really freely here, he has never ever required that you learn anything for any grade whatsoever. He has never required that any teacher follow any set of principles, techniques, ideas to be able to be graded. Every instructor has the ability to create their own curriculum and their own ranking system. Now, that means that anybody can be graded by anything, and that's kind of been the big problem, is because a lot of people have just been ranking their friends. It doesn't matter if they know any information whatsoever. You can call me, and that's just happened. And you can call me old school if you want, but I come from a university idea or studying where you know specific information to be able to grow in the arts. Of course, you have to be able to have the taijutsu, you have to have the right attitude, you have to have the right personal inner development as well. But we require, with IBDA, that you learn specific information without going into the long and short of that. It took me like 7 years of even creating the Shodan course, where I took all the parts and pieces of everything you'd need for all the different wazas, where there's different fists or different strikes or different grappling skills or whatever, and I kind of laid out all the pieces of what you learn in the art, and then I systematically put that together in a sequence, step-by-step progression sequence, so that you would know the basics of the art, so that by the time you got your Shodan, then you could go to studying like the Budo Taijutsu, more of all the different wazas and the rest. You'd be prepared for all of that because you had the basics. And we threw in all of the ninjutsu and ninpo and gotanpo and swords and all the different weapon stuff all in there. And there's a specific learning progression. So we will always have a standard. We will always have a standard that our students, so that you know that no matter what IBDA dojo that you go to anywhere in the world and you want to know about some 7th Kyu material, you'll be able to go there and learn that material. Okay. An instructor with me has gone through a teacher training course. They have gone through that material. They know the material. Now, we study everything. When you come to the dojo, we may be training in any parts of it. When you go for a rank grade, you know that this particular technique or whatever is required. You learn the requirements for the grade, but you can study anything that you want of any of the teachings whatsoever. Okay. But we have a standard. We will always have a standard. That's where we separate ourselves from other schools. It takes longer to get a grade from us. Okay. People think because I've offered where you can buy information online that you get a grade. No, not true. You're actually going to take you 2.5, 3 years to get a Shodan. It's going to take you 20 some odd years to get a Judan. I've never given a Judan rank to anybody that hasn't trained with me for at least 20 years. Okay. With me, and gone to, and had interaction, at Taikaizen events and all that stuff, and then graded students and all the rest. So we have a complete progression all the way through. The only thing in the Bujinkan that's a test is to become a Shidoshi, which is the 5th dan or the Godan test, which I also give and have given for a long time, and will always give that opportunity to.
Great.